Peace, health, abundance, wholeness. Check out icreatelines.com for a way to send an email inquiry if you wish to work with me. There is also a link to my free Telegram channel where I regularly share resources and inspirational content. There are ways to get in touch. There are testimonials. There are audio courses you can buy. There is my book that you can buy. Everything is on icreatelines.com. Check out all the other content. Courage, clarity, connection, choice, compassion. You're not guilty for being happy. You're not guilty for joy and happiness and fun and a sense of humor. Everybody is taking the world so seriously and their lives so seriously and their identities and everything that's happening. We forgot how to laugh. We forgot how to take things lightly. We forgot that misery is not the default. Death is not the default. Life is the default. Life is the baseline. Misery is under. It's not like misery and victim mode is now the norm and laughter and fun and joy is over the top. Comedy has lost its freshness because we are not allowing ourselves to laugh at certain things. Because of the left brain, analytical, logical mind filtering out everything. Is this gonna offend somebody? Am I allowed to laugh if this other person is crying? This has been something in my life that I've pondered way too long. Nah, I'm not gonna say way too long. Enough is what I'm gonna say. And come to the conclusion that, you know the saying, in the same building complex, in one apartment, a couple has just broken up. They've broken plates and glasses and almost fought physically. And he stormed out and she stayed. And the next door apartment, there's a children's birthday party going on. 20 children just bouncing around, not giving a flying about the world. And is that okay? What is okay? What is not okay? If you laugh at something and you want to have fun in your life and you want to be happy and there's people around you that are miserable and you feel their guilty stares, how does he allow himself to be happy? What does he have to be happy about? Can't he see that I'm here miserable? Misery loves company, guys. Vibrations attract each other. If you feel these types of looks and energies and you feel guilty, you are choosing that. You are choosing that. Just as this person is choosing misery, whether conscious or unconscious, that is the reality. Is that even in the depths of the most intense misery, you can still laugh. Can you find homeless people without any money in the streets, still looking at the world like looking at trees, looking at kids, having fun? I bet you ran into a few like homeless people in your life and you had a chat with them and they were kind of like, oh, well, you know, I gambled, I took some risks, now I don't have a place to live, I have no money, but you know what? I got my legs, I got my organs, I got my spirit, relentless spirit, right here. And they're okay, like it's a divine comedy. Dante Alighieri, divine comedy. This is what the world is. It's a divine comedy. It's a play. So we can play and not feel guilty if we are happy. You are allowed to be happy even if there's a whole truckload of people next to you. If you can try to help them, it's up to you. I'm not saying make fun of people who are miserable. I'm saying have fun in your life, knowing that there are going to be miserable people in this world. You can have fun, and there's still people dying on the other side of the planet in some war. There's drones bombing someplace in a third world country, and people are dying right now. Babies are on fire right now somewhere. And are you allowed to watch a comedy? Are you allowed to have fun with your friends? Are you allowed to laugh and have fun in your life? Yeah. What is the opposite of that? Everybody is miserable all the time. So take ownership of what you can control in your life to empower yourself. Take responsibility for the things that you need to do. That's a given. You got to do that. And then the rest is you can have as much fun as you want. You can be as lighthearted as you want. You can laugh at things that you find funny and no one else finds funny. And that's okay. Like a hypothetical situation is you crack a joke, an innocent joke, not pointed at anyone. And there's a person next to you and they don't get the joke. Maybe their sense of humor is non-existent at the moment. Senseless humor, blocked sense of humor, never had it. It's a developed muscle, guys, just like everything. And if you don't have it right now, if you are too much filtering the world through analytical mind, you can shift that. You can shift that and find funny in a day, in every day. If you crack a joke and there's someone next to you and they're in the grumpy tribe, you're in the lighthearted tribe and they're in the grumpy tribe. And the grumpy tribe goes into grumpy mode. And you feel like you are wrong, quote unquote wrong or bad. If you want to go into your logical mind, go into the logical mind. This is the right place to go at this moment then. What do you think is more aligned with life? The misery and grumpiness and victim mode and looking at the world like everything is falling apart and awful? Or you who are trying to bring light to the situation, who are bringing joy? No, it's just the other person has no sense of humor. A, B, they're miserable in their own life. C, they're blaming everyone except themselves. They cannot stand to be happy for someone else. Envy, jealousy, whatever it is. And if you want to go into terms of right and wrong, who is more wrong? You, for having a set, like for wanting to be happy? Or someone willing to stay in the misery even if there's a person cracking jokes next to them? And honestly, of course, nobody is wrong. You're not wrong, and they're not wrong. You can be whatever you want. If other people want to stay in that misery or cannot leave at the moment, which is also maybe their kid just died. You don't know. You don't know what's happening with them. Maybe they need to be in that vibration. They're not wrong, and you're not wrong, and nobody's to blame in that situation. And you are not to blame if you want to continue to be in your joy and happiness. This is the main point that I'm trying to make. This is the main point. So we are not allowing ourselves to laugh at things. We're also looking at who is going to see me laugh at this thing and what are they going to think. And that narrows down the little bandwidth of comedy that we have left. If you remember comedies and stand-up comedians in like the early 2000s, like this was the golden era, 2010, 7, 8, 9, 2007, 8, 9, 10, maybe 11, 12 to 15, maybe before the lockdowns, the crisis, you know. Before, up until then, things were more lighthearted, the comedy was more relaxed. And now after all this, we're just looking at things in such pinpointed detail, judging every laugh. Everybody's offended by everything. Everything is so serious. Everything is so important. No, it's not. No, it's not. Or it's not. Not everything is important to everybody. And things that are important to another person don't have to be important to you. So you can laugh at a thing that the other person is deadly serious about. Just like somebody can laugh and make jokes at things that you think are the most serious in the world. Because there's no ultimate. Of course, what is the ultimate? You're not going to laugh at dying babies. That kind of is the ultimate. But there are very few ultimates that you cannot laugh at. As a human, like as really, okay, this is really incorrect. This is really not the thing to laugh at. However, there's a big spectrum of what we don't allow ourselves to laugh at, which is kind of like, so what, We don't have so much control over this life anyway. But we try to grip it. This is my life. I'm gonna bend everything if I don't do it, it's what it is. What is it? What? You failed. Failed what? Failed who? God. God would want you to laugh. God would want you to be happy, not miserable and whoosh, whoosh. God would want you to be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. So let there be light, guys. Be lighthearted. My name, Root Lightheart. You need some more lighthearted life? Hit me up, icreatelines.com. One-on-one, personal coaching, mentoring, support, therapy, relationships, families, tutoring children, not taking life seriously and empowering you to be your authentic light heart ease. Bye.